Welcome back to the sweatshop, boys and girls. In today's video, we're going to be working on this 2014 Toyota Venza. What we're going to be doing to the Venza today is replacing the front wheel bearing on the passenger side. If you are going to do this at home, before we go any further, what I will tell you is there are a few different models associated with the Venza. This particular model that we're working on is a 2014 that has a 4-cylinder. The 4-cylinder is a 2.7 liter bolted up to a automatic transmission. That is a front wheel drive platform. So if it's an all-wheel drive, it may be the same. I'm not sure because I haven't done one in the past, but you're more than welcome to take a look at the video and hopefully it is of some assistance to you. This here is the bearing that we chose. It is made in Japan and it is made by Koyo, which is one of the best brand of bearings out there and usually an OE manufacturer. So I suggest if you are going to get yourself a bearing, get one that is of value. Usually I recommend Timken or Koyo or Fag bearings. Those are really good bearings and I've never had issues with them. Generally they last because, as you'll see, boys and girls, pressing bearings aren't very fun to do. They can be quite the task. Of course, this is something that most of you at home won't be able to do, but at least watching this video you'll get a good idea as to what the job entails and you won't want to bargain on the price with your mechanic because you'll see what a pain in the ass it can be. If you are crazy enough to do this at home, make sure you get the right tools and of course make sure that you take all the precautions needed to keep yourself safe. And of course, before we get started with today's video, boys and girls, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash the bell so you never miss one of my new videos. Okay, let's put this thing up in the air and we will grab a 21 mil and peel off the passenger side front wheel. Have to remove this here stainless steel piece. These things don't like to come out very easily. The reason being, of course, is because rustite is a pain in the ass that seeks to destroy all happiness in any mechanic's life who has to work on any car in the rust belt. Now, the second thing that Toyota did that was kind of stupid, that can be a pain in the ass, is that right here your ABS sensor is flush with this shield. So first thing we're going to do is attempt at moving the ABS sensor. Now, if you are doing this in the rust belt and you have a car that is completely rusted, you're probably going to end up replacing that sensor as well as the stainless steel piece. Thankfully, this guy here doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. Let's experience the wonderful terror that is rust together. Grab your 10 mil and fuck yeah, Toyota. Well, that's come out. Now, of course, just because the bolt come out doesn't mean that you are out of the woods, boys and girls. We still have to wiggle this ABS sensor. That there don't look like it's gonna happen very easy. So let's get our flat screwdriver in there and tappy tap tap tap. Hey, oh, we might have some luck. Oh yeah, okay. All I can do is offer up my prayer and sympathy to you if you don't have the same luck that I just did. No, bastardo. I'll be back. It's getting worse. here's our through bolt, the washers of course, and the adapter. Then slide the through bolt through with this contraption here and that adapter on the back. And then tighten everything up with your nut. Let's hit it. Of course, ear, eye, nose protection, very, very important. You should end up with a result like this. This here and the other side, of course, has taken me the better part of 20 minutes to grind down and get this thing to comply. We still have a little bit more grinding to do on this surface here, here, and here to ensure that we don't have oodles of rust coming out of this thing or broken bolts if I ever have to service this thing again, and scrape out whatever rust may be in this cavity. If you have sprayed your hub down, you should end up with a result like this, where there is no paint on the inside here where our bearing is going to go, and there is paint pretty much everywhere else where you don't want rust to form anymore. What I did in order to achieve this effect is, instead of sticking tape inside there, I just took some paper, some sandpaper that is not so loose that it's going to fall onto itself, and it's going to put a little bit of pressure around the actual bore here, and I just stuffed it into the hole. That way when I sprayed it, the spray ended up on our sandpaper. And of course I did the same thing by cleaning off the surface here, and here, as well as on the ABS sensor and in that hole there, to make sure that it's nice and clean to receive the paint. If you're wondering what kind of paint I used, it is the tried, true, and tested zinc well-through primer that dries really quickly and does a decent job of keeping rust away. Of course, make sure if you're going to use a canned product such as this that you shake well. That being said, I will show you what the backside of the spindle looks like, and then we'll move on to installing the bearing. Now, thankfully, the ABS hole on this thing is quite large, and I was able to fit this 5/8 bit on a drill, and I was able to grind out majority of the rust that was in there. And then of course, because it is so large, I was able to spray that whole cavity there with some well-through primer, which will keep it from rusting. What we need to do, of course, is to make sure that we don't have any paint in places where we don't want it. As you can see there, we have a little bit on the hub, which I'm not really concerned about. If you have an excessive amount in the area here where the bore for the wheel bearing is covered in paint, what you're going to need to do is scrape it out. The next thing we're going to have to do, of course, is prep our snap ring to go back into place, and that little ABS ring. But before we get to all that fun stuff, we're going to shove this bearing into place. Now, with this particular bearing, there really is no inside or outside. It is up to you. Personally, the writing is on this side of the bearing or facing towards the outside of the car, and that's the way I'm going to put it in. Of course, line this thing up and just shove it into place. If it doesn't want to stay in place for whatever reason, do not leave it on its own. You do not want this thing to land on the floor at any point in installing it, because it will destroy your bearing. And hit it a bit. Looks like we're going a little cocked. We'll flip that guy around so it sits nice and flat. We'll move this guy over just a bit. We'll get that guy out. So essentially what's happening is I'm putting pressure on this side of the bearing here to send it in just a bit. thing left to do now is to take this thing for a test drive. Make sure you have remedied the issue that you had with your vehicle. Of course, before you take it for a test drive, make sure you pump the brakes to ensure that they are engaging, because of course, if they are not, that could be a very bad day. That being said, boys and girls, you know the drill. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my new videos. And as always, thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one. Welcome back to the... Fucking... God damn it. Welcome back to the... Started with today's video. Do me a big favor. Today. The fuck is wrong with me? Especially when it is higher up, especially... Fucking compressor. As you can see here, there is a funny looking nut over on our CV shaft. What we need to do is get a 12 point, Jimmy. Jesus Christ. Looks like it's gonna be one of them days. Toyota is, I believe, the only Japanese manufacturer that has a ridiculous nut like this. You will, for fuck's sakes, Jimmy, just get on with it. What you're going to do is get a flat screwdriver. Screwdriver? What the fuck is that? Oh, god damn it. Get yourself a 14, oops. And of course is your typical rust felt. Oh my god. What the fuck am I saying? Fuck, I don't know. It's not in frame. God damn it. I can't get it in frame either. Come on, damn it. Get that guy together there. He's all happy. Get this fucker out of the way. Why? Why are you being a bitch right now, Mr. CV Shaft? Huh? Grab a bungee cord. Oh boy. That ain't stretchy enough, boy. God damn. Fuck is my adjustable? Well, fuck the adjustable. No, I gotta get the adjustable, because then they're gonna be like, well, you didn't use the adjustable. Use your bare hands, dude. And you know what happens with that? Fucked up hands. And then you know what happens with that? I get a fucking call. I'll be back. That sounded retarded. I can't say that word anymore, son of a... I can't say anything anymore. I'll be back. Is that masks? Airing protection? Airing protection. Jesus, fuck. Fuck is... There it is. Okay, it's... Fucking seriously? I'll be back. Fuck is my eye protection? If you have sprayed your hub down, you should, of course, end up with a result like... What the fuck am I doing? That's a piece of sandpaper, Jimmy. Not the result. Good job. Spray this whole cavity here with some rust. Whoopsies. What? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? We're not ready. This fucking thing won't go on. So there we go. Now we are almost ready. When I was clamping down my... Oh, fuck. Jesus. You should, of course... Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop hitting the camera. Again, make sure... Oh, fuck, camera! Oh, you son of a bitch. The next step... Ah, fuck. Getting late, boys and girls. It's getting real late. The next step here... Fuck. You can also set the stupid thing to 75 inch-pounds. It's so annoying. Inch-pounds and... stupid pounds and blah blah blah. Just give me one fucking number. Get your torque wrench, baby. This is so stupid. I don't whatever. Fuck off. Give this thing a spin. Give the thing a thing. Fuck. Pull the spindle forward. Floored? What the fuck? God, I'm rambling. Then slowly apply. Fuck, why can't I say apply? I can say it when I'm not fucking, filming. Sure, fuck, man, come on. You need the weight of a small planet to shift these wheels sometimes. Now we can grab our torque wrench and set it to, I don't remember what it is, so I'll find out and let you know. Today. Screwdriver. Today. Blah, 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 blah. Today.